Hi, my name's Brendan Morrissey. Thanks for coming in today.
Hi, how are you? My name is Lauren.
It's nice to meet you, Lauren.
Nice to meet you.
So usually when people come in, I like to give them a little breakdown of what we're going to do here today. We're going to use two screening tools that I use most commonly in these situations, and gives us an idea of people that might be at risk for certain substance abuse problems. So what brings you in today?
Well, unfortunately, I recently got a DUI my way home from work. I went out after work. I got a DUI, and unfortunately, they also found some cocaine in my car. So,
Okay. Is that something that you find yourself involved with frequently? Is it a normal situation?
I go out to the bar a lot. I don't normally have coke though. Like that's usually kind of like a here and there type thing. It's just kind of like unfortunate that that night I did have the coke on me.
And this is your first time being arrested?
Yes.
Okay. Well, fortunately, the two screening tools we're going to use today will help us identify anybody that might be at risk for a problem with alcohol or at risk for certain drug problems. And basically, we'll take a look at the results. I'll score it, and we'll take a look and see what the test gives us for information.
Okay.
Go from there. So the first test that I was going to introduce you to is not really a test. It's a screening tool. It's called the audit test. This is a screening tool strictly for someone that would be at risk for problems with alcohol. So it's 10 questions. The more honest you are with me, the better treatment plan I can put together for you. I'm not coming up with this for me. So I'm going to believe whatever you say and score it based off the information you give. So the first question would be, how often do you have a drink containing alcohol?
I'd say on average like 3 times a week, like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday type thing.
Okay. The second question is, how many drinks containing alcohol do you have on a typical day when you are drinking?
It varies. I'd say probably at least 5. 5 beers,
Third question is, how often do you have 6 or more drinks on one occasion?
6 or more. I don't know, maybe a couple times a week.
Okay. How often during the last year have you found that you were not able to stop drinking once you started?
Maybe a couple times a month.
Okay.
Lost control a little bit.
How often during the last year have you failed to do what was normally expected from you because of your drinking?
There's been a couple of situations. I wouldn't say it's all too often, but
A couple over the last year or so?
yeah.
Okay. I hope you don't mind that I'm marking this stuff down. It's just to get it accurate.
Taking a look.
All right. How often during the last year have you needed an alcoholic drink first thing in the morning to get yourself going after a night of heavy drinking?
I don't normally do that. I mean, I have, but it's not normal.
So over the last year, you've done it, would you say never or a couple times a month?
A couple times.
Couple times
Not a couple times a month, but
okay, no problem.
on vacation or whatever.
How often during the last year have you had feelings of guilt or remorse after drinking?
A few times, I'd say probably at least once a month.
Okay. And how often during the last year have you been unable to remember what happened the night before you had been drinking?
A few times a month.
All right. And question number 9. Have you or someone else been injured as a result of your drinking?
No, I'm not really that violent.
Has a relative, friend, doctor, or another health professional expressed concern about your drinking or suggested you cut down?
Yes.
All right. Well, that finishes that one up for us. We again, that was the audit test, which is a test to identify anyone who might be at risk for an alcohol problem.
How'd I do?
Well, we'll go ahead and just count up here. So anyone who scored over an 8 or over would be considered at high risk. You scored a 16.
Oh no.
No, don't worry. This happens. People score high on these tests, so that would be someone that is definitely at high risk. And I think we definitely need to come up with a plan to.
I know I have some things to work on.
Absolutely, we all do. We all have things to work on. But again, that's just for the alcohol. And again, these scores just say that you might be at risk for
I'm
an
not.
alcohol problem.
The drugs, I'm not really a drugger.
Okay, well, that's another test that we have here. So I mean.
I'll do much
We'll come
better.
back and we'll reflect on that score later and try to come up with the
Maybe we
appropriate
can
plan
redo
for
it.
you. Yeah, we'll work on this together. I mean, that score is what it is. We could come up with a plan
I'm
together.
not happy with it.
Well, that's fine. If you'd like to maybe retake the exam, it's something we can look at in the future. But I think we could definitely come up with a plan together, me and you, based off what we have here.
I don't know. Alright.
Well, let's not worry too much about that. I'm glad you were honest because it's going to give us the best way to come up with a plan for you.
Maybe I was too honest.
Oh, well, that happens too, and sometimes we don't say exactly what we're trying to convey. So let's not go too crazy about that here. All right, this is a good thing,
Alright.
and I think together we'll be able to come up with a way to make this work for us.
All about change.
All right. So do you think you're ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Just throw it on me.
This is called the DAS 20 exam. It's a drug screening questionnaire for adults. There is one for children, but we didn't do that.
I just want to say I'm really not a big drugger, so.
Well, we'll just go through the questions here, based off the information you gave me with the presence of cocaine.
A couple
And
of lines
cocaine
here and there
charge.
never hurt anyone.
Hey, that's one way to look at things. And I figured a few questions on this wouldn't hurt us given the circumstances that you relayed to me when we first
Alright,
started.
yeah, very
Okay?
protocol, I get it.
All right, yeah, exactly. We're just trying to find a way to come up with a plan that's best for you.
I need help, I know.
That's great. Hopefully we'll be able to get you the help you need. The following questions concern your potential involvement with drugs other than alcohol. When you answer the questions, remember that the term drug abuse does not include alcohol.
Okay.
Instead, it refers to your use of prescribed or over-the-counter drugs in excess of recommended dosage.
Is marijuana included in this?
Yes.
Okay.
For example, if you were given prescription or for painkillers but took more than you were supposed to, that would be included.
Okay.
The phrase drug abuse also includes any non-medical drug use, including illegal drugs. This includes substances like marijuana, Valium, cocaine, amphetamines, LSD, and heroin.
Okay.
Remember that the term drug use does not include alcohol.
Alright, I get it.
If you have difficulty with the statement, then choose the response that is mostly right.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I get it. I'm on the same page.
These questions refer to the past 12 months.
Alright.
Okay? And they're all yes or no questions. Have you used drugs other than those required for medical reasons?
Yes.
Have you abused prescription drugs?
No.
Do you abuse more than one drug at a time?
Not normally, no.
Can you get through the week without using drugs?
Yes.
Are you always able to stop using drugs when you want to?
Yeah. I'm not really out of control.
Have you had blackouts or flashbacks as a result of drug use?
No.
Do you ever feel bad or guilty about drug use?
Yes.
Do you ever feel bad or guilty about your drug use? Just asked you that. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Does your spouse or parents ever complain about your involvement with drugs?
Yes.
Has drug abuse created problems between you, your spouse, or your parents?
Yes.
Have you lost friends because of your drug use?
No.
Have you neglected your family because of your use of drugs? Have you been in trouble at work or school because of drug abuse?
Yes.
Have you lost your job because of drug abuse?
No.
Have you gotten into fights when under the influence of drugs?
No.
Have you engaged in illegal activities in order to obtain drugs?
Yes.
Have you been arrested for possession of illegal drugs?
Yes.
It's alright, just remember being honest there allows us to come up with the best treatment plan for you.
That's what they say.
And remember, all the information you say here, stay in here. So, as long as you don't threaten to hurt yourself or others, as we went over previously. Okay. Have you ever experienced withdrawal symptoms, felt sick when you stopped taking drugs?
No, not really at that level.
Have you had medical problems as a result of your drug use?
No.
For example, memory loss, hepatitis, convulsions, bleeding.
Never that.
Have you gone to anyone for help for a drug problem?
Yes. Coming to you right now, right?
Awesome. Have you been involved in a treatment program specifically related to drug use?
No.
Okay, well, thanks. That's the last question on that. So, if you don't mind, I will take a minute and come up with the scores here. Okay. Okay, well, for this test, anyone that scored 6 to 10 points is deemed to be at intermediate severity of risk. Right, likely meets criteria for some intensive outpatient services. Right, so for you, you scored 8 points, which falls in the 6 to 10 category. Well, I'm glad maybe in your opinion you did a little bit better than the last one, right?
I passed.
It's not a pass-fail type thing. It's strictly to get an indication of how we can help treat you. So 6 to 10 here, we fall at 8. So that would be looking to get some intensive outpatient services going. That would probably be my recommendation.
How many times a week?
Well, that would be probably for you and the next clinician that you get in touch with, that I put you in touch with here. Whichever route we decide to go, you come up with the treatment plan that was best for you.
I trust you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's nice. So back to, if we look at both here, both scores, obviously on the audit alcohol screening.
Let's not dwell on it.
We're not going to dwell. We're going to move on from here. I know that at least, what does the score mean to you?
Which one, the alcohol?
The alcohol, yeah. If you
You
had
know,
8 was...
I know I could take it down a notch. I don't want to quit drinking altogether, though. Do I have to?
That's something that we'll have to, look at all the circumstances, and that's a decision.
What do you
that
think?
have to
What
make.
do you think I can't control myself, even if I cut down 1 to 2
Well,
nights? Get a ride home. I mean, I don't have my license right now, so I take a cab anyways. Have my friends drive me. I think I can do it.
as for that question, that's something that you'll have to determine. And based off the information that I've seen here, we're here because there was a charge of
It was a
DUI.
mistake. It's wrong place, wrong time.
Sure, and that's all going to be sorted out in the court system. But I can only go off the information I have. You told me that you were arrested for alcohol.
Yeah, we don't have to keep.
We won't keep prodding at that. But all I would say is that it would be a good idea for you to come back and we come up with a plan together.
What type of plan do you think? Like
A plan.
therapy, no drugs?
Well, I have a lot of information here that I'm going to give to you in a few moments that you can take home and look over. I think it would be
You're not
important.
trying to send me to rehab, are you?
No, that's something that we can talk. If that's something that you thought was appropriate, if that's something that when we meet the next time you feel is appropriate, or
It's not appropriate.
then that's fine for right now.
I'm
I think
away.
the outpatient services is appropriate. You have acknowledged that you're looking for some help here.
I'm just looking to stay out of trouble.
Right. And that's our
Help.
goal.
If that's the word for it, then that's the word for it. But I think I can still have a good time.
Well, right now then, I would recommend that we come back. You take a look at, I can give you some information, some different self-help groups you can go to.
Groups.
If you're interested, it's all just information for you to take and look at.
You know what?
If you don't want
I'm
the
open to
information, that's
everything.
one thing. I just like to offer it to
No.
everybody.
You're a nice guy. I'll take the info.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that. And again, that's just something you can look over, and I think we should come back in here and have another meeting and set you up with a clinician where you can come together, all of us, and make a plan on how we're going to go about this.
I'm not like 100% for this, but you seem nice enough.
Well, I think it's a great idea for you to come back. Does this time at the end of the week work for you? All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get you scheduled on the way out for another meeting to come on in. But for now, I'd like to thank you for coming in. It was a pleasure meeting you. And thank you for being honest, even too honest, you might have said. So
If I
don't
didn't get
dwell
in
on the
trouble,
scores.
I wouldn't have been here.
Well, you're here
Put
now,
that
and
out there.
I appreciate the fact that you came in. And I know it was court ordered, but at least you're here, and we can hopefully come up with something that'll fit you.
Hey, reach his own.
All right. Well, this is just information that I wanted you to take with you and look
Thank
over.
you.
If you have any questions, all the contact
Good
information is
to
there.
meet ya.
It was nice to meet you too. We look forward to seeing you at the end of the week.